probably knew it beforehand anyway. So I think something might be happening with Mike
Yes.
Doyle. Mike, are you online?
Yeah, I'm on with you guys.
All right. Well, we're looking at your picture. You look good. You got a microphone in your hand. It looks like you're preaching. And so how you doing in New York City, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. The city, it's very interesting. I mean, I wasn't here for 9/11, but probably the closest I can compare it to was Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
Because Hurricane Sandy, it wiped out, it knocked the electricity out of the lower third of Manhattan, and so for about 2 months, the lower third of Manhattan was a total ghost town. It was like the movie I Am Legend. It was like, but now the entire island of Manhattan is like that. I drove in there about 3-4 days ago, and it's just a total ghost town. And
yeah, those pictures you posted on your Instagram, we're friends, so I follow you, of Times Square. Those are priceless. I mean, and I think you might have commented or somebody commented like, when has Times Square ever looked like this in history? That there's not a single human being in Times Square. I mean, that was pretty eerie, pretty crazy. And of course, my son-in-law, daughter, grandkids, they live there with you as well in Manhattan. But Mike pastors a church in Manhattan called Movement, and but Mike lives in Queens. And Mike, let's talk about the burden that God's put on your heart for the whole medical situation there. You live close to Elmhurst Hospital? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, so I live in Queens. Like, for people who aren't familiar with New York City, it's actually made up of 5 boroughs. Like what most people think of New York City, they think of the island of Manhattan, but actually there's 5 boroughs. There's Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. I live in Queens, and I live kind of near Long Island City, but about maybe 2 miles from my house is Elmhurst Hospital, and Elmhurst Hospital right now is the most affected hospital in the U.S. with coronavirus cases. It's the one that keeps showing up in the news.
Yeah.
And part of it is Elmhurst, Queens has it has a large immigrant population, has a large Asian population. There's a lot of and it's near Flushing. It's near Flushing, Queens, which is probably the largest Chinatown in New York City, bigger than the Chinatown in Manhattan. And so I think that because there was such a large Asian community there, before everybody really understood what was going on, there was a lot of movement between Elmhurst and Flushing and actually China itself. Mm-hmm. And so I think probably the bulk of the cases of coronavirus that we're seeing in New York City are in Brooklyn and Queens. Mm-hmm. And so what I was thinking for Elmhurst Hospital was, I know that a lot of the hospitals in New York, they're running out of basic supplies. They're running out of masks. They're running out of gowns. They're running out of latex gloves. They're running out of droplet masks. And so I was just thinking, like, man, what could we do? And I thought, well, why don't we do a hospital supply drive? And all that anybody has to do, we're not asking for money or anything like that. But if anybody wants to purchase the products, or if they have those products, all they got to do is contact us through our website. Just email us, and I'll give you a mailing address. If you'll mail it to us, we will hand deliver it to Elmhurst Hospital.
Yeah.
And we have some medical professionals in our church, and I've been dialoguing with them what exactly it is that they need. But they're running out of just basic supplies.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm kind of appealing to. I'm literally probably 2 miles from the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in America, and I think that other parts of the country maybe that aren't as impacted, I'm just kind of appealing to them, saying, "Hey, if you could help us, get us those supplies, and we will hand deliver them to the doctors on the ground that need them."
So you're thinking of supplies that are going to be for the medical personnel themselves, right?
Exactly. Yeah. This is just going to go to doctors and nurses and EMTs and firefighters. Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that you're looking for?
We're looking primarily for 4 things: N95 masks. And they're getting harder to find.
Yes.
But if you go to our website, there's 2 websites where you can actually still purchase them. Uline.com still has them, and then there's another website. You just got to go to our website, and we have 2 links on websites where you can still purchase N95 masks.
Right. And your website is movementnyc.org, correct?
Yep. movenyc.org, and right on the homepage, they'll see a little, tab that they can click on, and it'll send you to the part of our website that'll have all the web addresses and details. So, N95 masks, gowns, droplet masks, and there was one other thing, but it's all listed.
Gloves, latex gloves.
Yeah, glasses, goggles.
Glasses, goggles. Okay,
Yep.
Right. Okay, so if people go to the website and they can see the information here, they can get the address, the mailing address to send the supplies.
Exactly. Yeah, we just don't want to. It's actually my home address. I just don't want to post my home. So all they got to do is email us. We'll send them our address, and they can just mail it directly to us, and we will hand deliver it to Elmhurst Hospital.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Great. Well, when you text me about your vision for that, I thought that was a great idea. We shared a little bit about it yesterday, but it's better to have you on the program today to be able to talk about it. So, all right. So, folks listening, here's an opportunity. Mike, here in California, you lived in California, so you know the whole story here. The impact here has been, especially in our area, fairly minimal in comparison to what's happening where you guys are at. So, hopefully it won't get worse. The predictions are it could get much worse, and perhaps it will, and we'll need stuff here too. But as far as I know from resources or from sources that I've spoken with, we're pretty well supplied medically here in our county anyway. So, but we've got more people than Orange County listening. We've got San Diego County, we've got LA County, we've got Riverside County. And then, of course, we're being broadcast on stations all across the country as well. So I just want to encourage our listeners, if you've been looking for a way to help and you feel like, gosh, I just don't know what to do, I think this is a great opportunity. I know Mike well. I completely trust him. He's not going to sell these things on the black market. He's going to take them and do what he said he's going to do with them. He's going to get them to the people that need them. So,
and the other thing I'd say, Brian, too, is if people, they want to donate, we're more than happy to purchase it for them. But I'm just trying to say, hey, if you want to get it yourself, we're more than happy to distribute it for us. I'm kind of seeing our role as we will hand deliver them. We'll be the guys to make sure to get them to you. So if you want to donate, we're more than happy to purchase them for you. Yeah. But we're also saying, if you have them, if you're a doctor, maybe you have some spare that you can donate, or if you want to just purchase them directly online, mail them to us, and we'll take it directly to Elmhurst Hospital. That's kind of our role. I see in it as we will take it right to them.
Yeah,
we will deliver it to them.
So let me just tell you really quickly. Yesterday we had Mickey Stonier on, and Mickey's with Miles at the Rock Church in San Diego. They have 300,000 N95 masks that they are refurbishing. So they ended up getting this unbelievable supply. 300,000, that's a lot. But they were not defective, but they had worn out in the sense that the elastic was no longer strong. So they're at Rock Church right now. They've got an assembly line where they're actually repairing these things. Wow. Now, I know you know Miles. I know you know Mickey and those guys. So you might want to connect with them and see. I don't know if those are going to just be for San Diego County, or if they have an ability to share them, but that might be a connection as well.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll text Miles after I get off with you guys. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Mike, stay safe, and God bless you and all the folks at Movement and the different churches in the city, and God bless those doctors. And have you had a chance to go over to the to Central Park to the Samaritan's Purse medical thing there?
No, I haven't gone over yet. I know that a bunch of guys from Church of the City helped set it up. And Tyson sent some of his guys over, and so I haven't been in yet. I haven't ridden the subway in like 2 weeks, so I drove into Manhattan. So I've been meaning to go in there and check it out. But Brian, first of all, I just want to thank you so much for letting me share it, and just everybody out there listening. Just the doctors and nurses, the police and the firefighters are America's heroes right now. And so, if I could just beg everybody, please be keeping all those folks in prayer. And but thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brian.
Okay, Mike. Good to talk to you.
You know what's crazy to me is, we've seen all these shortages at the